Hey guys, this is Mr. H, and I wanted to go over question 20 from the Regents review packet. This is a recursive sequence. We did one question, I think it was number 2, that was also a recursive sequence. They like to put one recursive sequence on the exam every year. So I want to just cover this because it's not very difficult to answer these questions if you know how to enter it into your calculator. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And at the end of the video, I'm going to have a playlist for a recursive sequence. If you don't understand this, watch that recursive sequence playlist and it should help you. All right, so let's go. So the very first thing that we see here is you see it says recursively defined. That's the big key that tells you that you're dealing with a recursive sequence. It's not arithmetic necessarily, it's not geometric necessarily, it's recursive. And the special thing about recursive is you always have the subscripts like n+1 or n-1. That's another clue that you're dealing with a recursive sequence. So, okay, let's answer this. So it says we got a recursive sequence. The first term or the A1 term is 5. We know what that means. That's the first term. And then they give us this sequence, a sub n+1 equals 2 times a sub n minus 7. Now, we're going to be looking for the fourth term. Now, the only thing that you have to do for recursive sequences is in place of the subscripts, you're going to put parentheses. I'm going to say that again. In place of the subscripts, you just use parentheses. So this says a subscript n+1 equals 2 times a sub n minus 7. So what we're going to do is in place of the subscripts, we're going to put parentheses n+1 equals 2 times a, and in place of the subscript n, we're going to put parentheses n minus 7. That's it. Once you do that, you're going to enter that, press enter, and it's going to help you find the fourth term. So let's go. So from here, we're just going to go get the calculator. And you can see when I press tab, it's in sequence mode, but what I want to show you is, let's go menu 31. All right, so normally it would be in function mode. Okay, we want to get it into sequence mode, and the way that you do that is you go menu 3, and then you go down to sequence. Just press sequence, and there you have it. Now it says this U1. This is just like the functions, like the function have F1, this one has U1. What we're going to do, it has this second thing, has initial term. We're going to put the initial term in there. So the initial term is 5. So that's the initial term. Now what we're going to do is, just like we wrote it, we're just going to enter this. A parentheses n+1 equals 2a parentheses n minus 7. That's it. So let's go back and do that. So here we're going to replace that a u1 with a. We're going to put a there, and then inside the parentheses, it's going to be n+1. So I add a +1. I go over here to the other side of the equal sign, and I'm just going to type in 2 times. Now you don't have to put the times so it doesn't hurt. And then you can put a, and then you're going to put parentheses in, close the parentheses, and then it's minus 7, minus 7. Now, make sure this is what you do. You don't put the minus 7 inside. It's going to be outside the parentheses. And now we're ready. We just press enter. Now, it gives us some dots. That's fine. We want to find the fourth term. So you can use menu 451. And if you type in 4 for the fourth term, press enter, it takes you. It says it's a -9. Or you can use Control T for the table, and you can see that the fourth term is also a -9. So that's it. So you would go back over here, and you would say a -9. The answer is a -9. That's it, guys. That's all you have to do. The key is, in place of the subscript, you are going to put parentheses. And once you've done that, you just press enter, and then whatever term you're looking for, that's what you do. All right, again, at the end of this video, There's going to be a playlist. If this isn't clear enough for you, watch that, and that should help you. All right, one more time. I'm going to end this and post it.